Hello everyone, welcome back to MGF1106. In this video, we'll be shooting to another chapter in our textbook, in our course. And this chapter, I have to say, is considered as the easiest chapter of all. If you compare all the concepts we learned before or all the concepts we learned after this chapter, you will see that this chapter is the easiest one, because the reason is the easiest one because actually this concept you already learned it before, and it kind of somehow related to unit. When you combining like term, you remember back in the day when you learn how to convert unit, um, and you learn that you learn the concept of combining like term. For example, like when you add two apple, right? One apple added to two apple, then you have three apple. So apple is the unit. Okay. Uh, and 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 back in the day, we learned that there are two different type of unit. We call that international unit. Another unit we call the British unit. What we have in America is the British unit, because you know that Britain used to colonize America, right? So all of us get used to the British unit. For example, you go to the gas station and you buy gas, and you see they use the unit of gallon. So gallon is British unit. It's not international unit. So in this chapter, especially in the first video here, we'll be talk about the international unit, and we'll be discussing the unit for length. Later on in another video, we'll be discussing the unit for area and for volume. Okay. And in this video, we will be learning how to convert unit within our metric system. In metric system is the international unit. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'll put the topic today. Conversion. Conversion. Okay. In metric system within metric system. Okay. Okay. So this is a converting unit. You can say that like that. So basically, this is it mean is converting unit conversion. Okay, it has the same meaning. And in we will be talking about the international unit only. Okay, which is we call the SI system. So in international unit is the SI system. Okay. And we will be in this first video here, or this chapter, we will be discussing the unit for length. Okay, length unit. Okay. Okay, for the length unit, for the length units, okay, we use meters. Okay, the meter is the basic is considered as the reference unit, and we use this to convert it to another unit in our metric system, in the international system. Okay, now let me give you the table that the table over here. It provides the metric system. Okay, and this metric system is based on some prefix. Okay, if you want to look at this the table right here. Okay. Okay. Now, if you look at the table, you see that we have prefix right here. Okay, and we will need to understand how is this relation to each other. Okay. Okay. Let me show you how it's related to each other. Okay. Now, because we are talking about meters, so over here we will have meters. Okay, so this is meter. Okay, so meter here. All right. Later on, when we talk about the area unit or the volume unit or the temperature unit, we also use this table. Okay, we just need to change correspondingly to the volume, to the area, to the temperature, but we always have to use this table, and this table here is gonna help you to convert uh, within the metric system. Okay. All right. So the 10 to the 0 over here is meter. So this meter is the symbol is M. Now mega is M, kilo is K. You remember when you buy a flash drive, right? It tells you how many megabyte is that, or how many gigabyte in the flash drive in your car or in your computer. Then after the meter, then we have decimeter, and centimeter, millimeter, and micrometer. And all that's the prefix over here, all the unit over here, the metric system here, they are related to each other. And the meter is the reference one. When I say what I mean reference, by reference I mean that meter over here we can derive the relation between meter and decameter, meter and decimeter, or meter and terameter. So what is the relation? What is the relation? This is the relation over here. Now the table over here is the vertical table. Let me rewrite it. Let me redraw it using redraw it horizontally, so that you can see, and then I'll tell you the relation between meter and how meter is related to other prefix. Okay, so let me draw the table horizontally. Uh, so we know that y is the largest unit. Okay, so I'm gonna put y here. Let me use different color. So I'm gonna put y here. Then we have z, then we have e, then p, then t, then giga, tera, giga, mega. Then we have kilo, hecto, okay, deca. Then we have meter in the middle. Then we have decimeter, centimeter, millimeter. We talk about our length unit, okay? So it must be meter. Then we have a millimeter. We have micrometer with the mu. Then we have nanometer. You remember nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is the technology just very small, using a small particle. You can say something like that. Or we have pico. Then we have femto. Then at the end we have atto. Okay, then we have septo and yocto. I have to say that we barely touch this, and even in some engineering course, because or any chemistry course, we barely touch this units right over here, and we barely touch iota and zeta. Okay. Now, because meter is the reference unit, so let me use different color here. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you the relation between meter and whatever down here. All right. So let's put 1 for meter. Okay, put 1 for meter. If you go from meter to decimeter, then you add another 0. So if you go from meter to centimeter, then you add another 0. And you keep going that way. Okay, and you keep going like that. For micro, or for meter, micro, micro is 6, so we have 60, but look like what is this now? We have 4, micro is 6, so look like we have another one. I don't have enough space, so I just put 6 of them. Let me erase it. Okay, yeah, totally 6. So this is in the same column here, but now because we have 6, so I'm gonna put this as 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna put this. I just put 6 for this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then for nano we have 9 of them. See, I don't have enough space right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. So this is the let me go ahead and put all the 0 that I explain why, and I'll explain the relation. Then pico we have 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 3, 12. Okay. Alright, let me draw the column. And because I don't have enough space, so I'm gonna just go ahead and stop at pico. But you can put the number of 0 for femto and so on. Alright, so what is the relation right here? The relation you can get out of this table is this. 1 meter is actually 10 decimeter. 1 meter is 10 decimeter. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. See, 100. You see a number right here, 100. 1 meter is 1,000 meter. 1 meter is 1 million micrometer. And 1 meter is 1 billion nanometer. And 1 meter is 1 trillion picometer. All right. So from here we can write. So from here we can write. I just write one example only. Okay. So 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeter, or 1 meter is 1 pico So 1 meter is this is this is million, this is billion, 1 billion, 1 billion nanometer. Okay. Okay, and because we use in meter, so we always have m after this prefix. Okay, prefixes. So you see that we always have. Now, how about this? How about this? Again, we always compare it to meter. So now so first we already gone this direction. Now we're gonna go this direction, and I'm just going the highest I want to go is the tera. Okay, so tera is t right here. Tera is t right here, and let me use different color for that. Okay, so tera is 12. Okay, is 12. So 1 terameter, 1 terameter is 1 trillion meter. So there are 12 number. So let me write up here. Would use different color, right? So 1 trillion. So 1 tera is 1 trillion. Okay, 1 trillion meter. Okay, let me draw the column for meter. Okay, like that. Okay. All right, 1 terameter is 1 trillion meter. So we can get it over here for the example. And this side is the relation is 1 terameter. So the symbol is 1 terameter. Okay, terameter is equal to 1 trillion meter. Okay, and 1 giga is a billion. 1 giga is a billion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 1 billion. And 1 mega is column. Okay, 1 mega is million. 1 megameter is a million meter. Okay, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. 1 hectometer is 100 meter, and 1 decameter is 10 meter. Okay, so you can have 6 relation. Of course, you can have more over here, but I don't want to go too far. We barely use this, but you apply the same logic. Okay, so from here you can get let me use different color. This color is not good for this, for example. Let me use this. So 1 terameter is 1 trillion meter. 1 megameter is 1 million meter, and so on. Okay, 1 decameter. 1 decameter is 1 decameter. Decameter is this. So 1 decameter is only 10 meter. Okay. So with this table here and this table here, we can find the relation within our metric system, a meter metric system. Okay, and we're gonna use this table here to convert unit within our meter metric system. Okay, the length unit. Or there's another way to convert unit. We can use the we can use something. I just suddenly forgot the name. Conversion factor, and conversion factor is based on the relation. Okay, based on the relation. For each relation, we have two conversion factor. Now, for example, what if I have relation 1 meter? We know 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. Okay, so this is the one relation. This is a relation between meter and decimeter in our meter metric system. Okay, now from this relation we can get conversion factor. So there's always two conversion factor. Okay, the first conversion factor is the ratio when you put 1 meter on the top and 10 decimeter at the bottom, or you can put 10 decimeter on the top and 1 meter at the bottom. So we always have two conversion factor. Okay, we always have used two conversion factor over here to convert unit between meter and decimeter. Okay, it's gonna help. Or you can use the table, the horizontal table I set up over here to convert unit between metric system in the metric system, meter metric system. Now let me jump into the example right away. Now what if I want to, okay, now I'm gonna do the practice unit conversion practice over here. Yeah, unit conversion example. Okay. Example number 1. I want you to convert 504.7 meter to kilometer. All right. So in order to convert meter to kilo, we know that this is the meter metric system. Meter metric system, right? So we have to see the relation between meter and kilometer. Okay. Or you can use the table here directly. So I'm gonna do this example using conversion factor first. So the conversion factor, we must have the relation. So the relation, we know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter. 1,000 meter. And from here we can get to conversion unit. And we just use one of them. But we don't know which one we should use. I'm going to show you. Okay. So we want to use this or this. So we want to convert 504.7 meter to kilometer. Now which one we're gonna multiply this by? So I'm gonna multiply. I want to have kilometer instead of meter, so it means that I have to cancel the meter, which is the m. So I have to use this one. I must use this one because I want to keep kilometer. This is what I want. We want to convert to kilometer meter. So the meter must be cancelled, and when the meter cancel, it must be at the bottom. You see that? I cannot use this one. The thing is that if I use this, I cannot cancel the meter. So I'm going to use the first conversion factor. So from here we have 504.7, and you divide it by 1,000. Divide by 1,000. So which is give you 15047 kilometer. There you go. So that is how you convert unit using conversion factor. Or you can look at the table. So we can use the table. Use the table. Alright, so let's see how we use the table. We want to do from meter to kilometer. So let me draw the table, just a part of the table here, so we know there's kilometers. We want kilometers here. So kilometer here. So k. Then we have h, right? H. Okay. Then we have deca. Then we have meter. Alright, so we want to convert this to kilometer. So what you're gonna do, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna put this number here, 507. Okay, right over here. Okay, so this is 504. Okay, because we want to go from meter, so meter in the column meter we put this one, and 7 in after the meter column. Okay, so let me draw the column here. So each column we have one digit. However, at the meter column you must have the digit that contain the decimal point. Okay, so after you have this table, which is a part of this, right? It's just a part of this right over here. Then okay, so it's 0 over here, right here. It's 0 over here. It represents a digit in our case. Okay, then we're gonna start moving the decimal point because we want to go to kilometer, right? We want to convert to kilometer, right? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start moving the decimal point. So the decimal point is gonna jump here. Okay, then it's gonna jump here. Okay, then finally it must jump to kilometer. So the decimal point is after the 4 is now it must be here. But over here there's no number. It means what? It means you have to put number 0 here. So you're gonna end up with 0.5047. You see that? This is the same thing. Okay. I have to say that some students love this, some students love using the table. When I was young, I used the table. I remember that my teacher taught me how to use the table. I believe I think it's that fourth grade or fifth grade, around that. But in America, we use the conversion factor, and conversion factor is really helpful also. And you see the conversion factor, you can use the relation on the table directly, but when you use the table, when you create the table, we also use this, but instead of the zero, we're gonna put the zero. We're gonna replace the zero here with a digit inside the number we want to convert from. Okay, so you see that the answer is the same. Now let me do another one. Let's see. What if I want to go from let me go from so this is we go backward, huh? Let me go from this to that. So what if I want to convert 6.34 decimeter to, let's say I want to go to nanometer. Okay, let's see how we do that. Okay, and we also, I'm gonna do two-way. So first we're gonna do method 1 here using a conversion factor. Okay, so conversion factor, we need to know the relation. So we go from decimeter, so decimeter here. So instead of put number 1 in the meter, we gotta start with decimeter. So decimeter to nano, so we have one how many number we have? So 1 from meter to nano, we have from meter to nano, we have 1 2 3 4 5, so we have 9. So now from the C to nano, we must have 8. So 1 decimeter is 1.1678 nanometer, because 1 meter, you see 1 meter is 1 billion nanometer, but the decimeter is right after meter, so we just remove one of the decimal, so will be 8 of them. Okay, so it's about 100 million. Yeah, it's a 100 million nanometer. All right, so from here we can get the conversion factor. Okay, nanometer or 100 million nanometer over 1 decimeter. Okay, now we convert it 6.34. So 6.34 decimeter. Now you're gonna go ahead and multiply so that you can throw away, you can cancel the decimeter. So cancel the decimeter, so mean that you have to use this conversion factor right here. So you have 100 million nanometer over 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter is gone. Then you take 6.34, you multiply by 100 million, so which is give you 634 million. Okay, nanometer. So 6.34 decimeter is equal to 634 million nanometer. Okay, now method 2. Alright, method 2, we're gonna use we're gonna create the table decimeter. So we have decimeter here, centimeter, millimeter, we have micrometer, and then nanometer. So you go from this to this. It means there are 9. It will be 9. Should be 1, 2, 3. So this is from here go to here. Okay, there's 6 of them. Then go to over here. We have 8. So let's see how we do that. So we know there's the 8 of them. We have 8 of them. So I'm gonna put 6 1. So we know there's the 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So 1 here and the last 0 here. Okay. Then we're gonna put 6 1. Okay, 6 1. Then 34 here. Okay. Then you see that you're gonna start moving your decimal place until your decimal place at the end of the 0 here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then now you put the 0 in. So your answer would come 6, 3, 4. Put the 0 in. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you see that the answer is the same. Answer the same. Okay. Good. Or some students think this way. They say that from decimeter, from centimeter is from meter to micrometer or nanometer, they equal to negative raised to the 9 power. Okay, so from here to this, negative to the 9 power. It means you're gonna move it to the right 6 decimal place or 6 decimal place of 9 decimal place. Okay, starting from meter. Okay, but our example starting from decimeter, so you have to subtract by 1 0. Okay, you have to throw away one of the 0. So instead of 1 billion, we just have 100 million. Okay. Okay, let me see. I can do another one. How about example number 3? Convert what do you think, guys? 176, so that's one I did used it. Okay. Okay, so if we convert 0.76, so I already go from here to here. How about go from meter, go to mega? Okay, meter to megameter. All right, again, I'm gonna do both method. Method 1, we use conversion factor. So we need to know the relation. The relation between megameter and meter is megameter is 1 million meter. 1 megameter equal to 1 million meter. Yep. Alright, now we're gonna have to set up the conversion factor. 1 megameter is 1 million meter or 1 million meter. Okay, is 1 megameter. Alright, so we're gonna use one of this conversion factor. So we put 0.76 meter, so we had to cancel the meter. It looked like we gotta use this. Multiply by 1 megameter over 1 million meter. So you cancel that. So you can have 0.76 divided by 1 million. So you're gonna end up with you're gonna end up with 1.0000076. Oh, there's another zero. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yep. Okay. Okay. So the answer megameter. Okay. Now method 2. So you see, it doesn't matter what method you use. You always have to relate it to the table. So we know that megameter here, and we know meter here. We know that this is 60. Okay, then we have 0.76. You go from meter to megameter. Okay, so you're gonna put the decimal place right at the meter column. Okay, and then you start moving. Okay, so you're gonna move this one over here. Okay, then after this 0, then jump to after this 0, then jump to this one after this 0, the decimal point. Okay, after this, okay, after this. Okay, we reach to the megameter, we stop it, so the decimal point is here. So you end up with answer. So decimal point here means before that you have 0, 0.0, 0.00000000076. See, same thing, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 76. 1 2 3 4 6 and 76. See, it's the same answer. All right, good. So I'm gonna stop the video over here. I want you to really understand the example here. Before we jump to another metric system. Okay, so this is the meter, this is slang metric system. In the next video we'll be discussing the area metric system, then the volume metric system. Okay, all right, let me know if you have any question. I'll see you next time. Bye.